And now the beautiful ride begins. Oh, goodness. Hello, people of YouTube. It's the Beast Rider. Apparently, traffic is moving well, which is a good thing. Got a few folks behind me. I'm just enjoying a lovely, lovely day on the Northern State Parkway. The next step, though, I want to take her down to Daytona. That's not going to be for a while, though, because my life and my schedule is super busy at the moment. And will be for quite some time. But I'm going to be really happy when I get a chance to take her out and do a nice long, long, long trip. Hey, maybe I'll go out west. Go out there and visit XXXDeadHead. See if he'll take me on one of his fantastically visually awesome adventures. I seriously think that dude should have his own PBS show. It's something like Two Wheels in Nature, or The Iron and the Butterfly. I don't know, something, you know, cool but ridiculous. But I would totally watch that. You know, just get the crew together. He could ride with the same guys that he did the Utah trip with. Or, you know, like vary it up depending on where they're going. And just do rides in beautiful places. And show it off. I would sit there in front of my TV and watch that. Well, I'd have to buy a TV first because I don't actually watch television. Funny, right? I don't own a television. I just don't want to. But I would for that. I mean, then again, if he's like doing a PBS special, I could probably, you know, subscribe online and watch it that way, which would be cool. I mean, that's how I watch most of my movies. If I feel like watching movies. A lot of time my movies are watching me, because I'm in my workshop making jewelry and, you know, working on the metals and setting gemstones and stuff. And I'll put on something on Netflix. I'll make random choices a lot of time, and it'll watch me, but it'll keep one side of my brain from screwing around with the other while I'm trying to get work done. So yeah, if you're out there listening, XXXDeadHead, we need to pitch this thing to PBS right now. Show them this stuff from Utah. They'll get it. Hey, maybe we can get Marty Stauffer back on the air. Wild America 2, The Revenge of the Biker. I'm being ridiculous now. But yeah, it would be kind of hot. It would be kind of hot. Any hoozle. I'm riding Northern State Parkway out to Hop Hog to the Paradise Diner to meet up with the Long Island chapter of Baca. I've been going to their meetings since January and really love these folks. So I figured I'd sit here and babble a bit, show you the ride, so you'd know that New York isn't only tall buildings and street garbage and subways that double as public toilets or public toilets that double as subways. We got some green. It'd be great to keep it. It's too much of it disappearing all over. People think it's the green in their wallet that's keeping them alive, but without this green over here, you won't be breathing much longer. So I'm wondering, who has seen the posts that have been going around online about the Hormel company creating a motorcycle that runs on bacon grease? Because seriously, I could probably fuel about 20 of those bikes right now. Bacon is life. Bacon is life. I love bacon. You enjoy your bacon. And in fact, I'm going to tell you how old school I am. I use my bacon grease. Once I finish making bacon, making bacon. Once I finish making bacon, I put the bacon grease in a can and I put it in the freezer. And I use it for recipes that call for, certain types of oils rather than use the oil, or older recipes that, actually call for using bacon grease, which you might not find in too many of your cookbooks because, my mama's from the South. That's where these things come from. So I keep a can of bacon grease in my freezer. So if I had a motorcycle that ran on bacon grease, that basically means in order to fuel it, I would have to cook and potentially eat more bacon. Okay, the problem with this is, okay, sure, cholesterol levels and fat content and sodium content. I get all that. But if I'm gonna die anyway, might as well die fat and happy, right? And apparently, if this bike runs on bacon grease, you're going to be taking a whole lot of people with you because they're going to be running down the street after you. It's like, I smell bacon! So yeah, we're going to have to check into that and see how true that is. Although I may not agree with the Hormel philosophy. I am certainly interested in finding out information on a motorcycle that runs on bacon grease. Any hoozle. just so you folks know, I am selling Underill, which for those of you who don't know, Underill is my custom chopper. She's a custom chrome Goliath. The engine in it is a 2003, but it has not been on the road a lot. It's got a 250 in the back and a 90 up front. So she's a lot of fun to balance. What else? The engine is a RevTech 100. You got a 100 cubic inch engine under you. Pipes are nice and loud, Santee pipes. They're straight pipes, but I have downward tips on the back. These are glossy black. You know what? I'll put up a picture and let y'all folks check her out. But yeah, she's a $22,000 bike, and I'm looking for, let's say 10. I was thinking 15, but I'm thinking 10 is a little bit better, because I don't want to have to keep her around staring at her while I'm riding my Indian, because I don't have her registered right now, which means I can't ride her, and it's depressing me. I can only have one bike right now until my wife learns, and then we get one for her, and she's not going to be able to ride that one. So it's depressing me looking at her, because she's a great bike. I did have some issues with her at first, you know, like false starts and then not starting and all that stuff. And I got so upset and so pissed, and then I realized it was such a quick and easy fix after I bought the new bike. So I fixed it. The YouTube deal is 10. You guys let me know what you think. Right now I'm just gonna ride. I like to name my bikes, so I was being silly and thinking, you know, what am I going to name it? What am I going to name it? I didn't have the bike yet, so I really couldn't decide on a name, but I came up with Pocahontas being a little bit stupid. So I thought, why not Sacagawea? Woohoo! You know, Sacagawea, never mind.